It is our big story at 5. Police in Appleton say they are cracking down on drunk driving, but a new law passed this spring by the Wisconsin Supreme Court is getting officers hung up when it comes to OWI stings and forced blood alcohol tests. NBC 26's Raquel Lamel joins us live at 5 with that story.
Cassandra, the law states that officers need to get a warrant to take somebody's blood for alcohol level testing when the person refuses to be tested. That happened to Appleton police this weekend. It's something they say can waste a lot of valuable time. Driving and drinking, two things officers say don't mix. Now Appleton police cracking down on drunk drivers with numerous OWI patrols. But once they catch someone who's had too much, things can get tricky.
It's one of those things where we are dotting our I's and crossing our T's a little bit better.
The Wisconsin Supreme Court passed the law in April requiring officers get a warrant to extract someone's blood in OWI situations. The High Court argued failing to do this goes against the Fourth Amendment, which states in part, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated.
I certainly understand the thought process behind protecting Fourth Amendment rights and going through that. In this particular instance, it sort of put us behind the calls for service.
Officers lost hours in Friday's stop, but besides their time, it's also time that alcohol can pass through a person's bloodstream, potentially sobering them up.
If we can bring in experts that can say, well, if it was this amount of time in between, we just make sure we document our times maybe a little more carefully than we have in the past.
Careful calculations officers are now forced to make in OWI stops. Appleton police tell me an average person's body processes alcohol at the rate of 0.02 per hour. That's a rough estimate, but usually these searches can take about 2 hours, which means quick action is valuable. Raquel Lamel, NBC 26.